Hey guys, what's going on? SeanPierceJohnson here, back again in the studio. Dakota is back.
What's up, guys?
With something really freaking special.
Yeah.
So what the hell is in the box?
Well, by looking at the box, it looks like it's a memory man. But if you look really close, there's a lot going on here. Notice this is the analog delay line, and it's got a boost and no boost function. Why is that? Because it's a generation 1. All right, Macaulay. Yeah, this is a first generation memory man. There's like one other one that's like a little more plain that I never have actually seen in person. One popped up on Reverb recently, and it was like completely broken and shot, and I didn't buy it. It was literally just a paperweight at that point. But for all normal purposes, this is the one that was in the first ad for Electro Harmonix, and
oh no!
it even has the paper.
It's got tone paper.
Yeah.
It's got tone paper. It looks like it was printed from like one of the oldest computers in the world. It's got typewriter font. It's got all these things.
So this is really cool. Not my favorite memory man, but this is really like one of the first, if not the first, compact delay pedal. This was like at this time.
Compact, he says.
Yeah, it's really small. You could definitely knock somebody out with this thing.
We need our 2-prong power adapter hardwired in, of course.
Yeah, that's how they were, and it's crazy. Like, this was the beginning of what we have now that we take for granted so much. Like, you know how much I love like DM2s and like all the old delay pedals, but like now, what's happened with delay is it's amazing. Like, because back then you got to think like this was revolutionary.
Yep.
Because before that you basically had like echoplexes and like Roland space echoes, like tape delays that were a real pain in the ass to like maintain and hope that nothing went wrong. This was like, I can just plug into this and push a button and it can turn it off. And this boost, no boost, it basically acts as a pretty crazy preamp into an amplifier.
Cool.
So let's hear it. It's, like I said, it's probably not my favorite memory man when it comes to how clean the repeats are and all that, but it has the SAD chip in there, a bunch of them actually. They're all functioning, and it's just, yeah, I couldn't believe when I found this thing. This is just such a cool piece of history, so let's hear it.
And we get to hear it. Let's do it.
That's the most important part.
Yes. That's for all you Tony Hawk Pro Skater fans out there.
I played that game a lot.
Who didn't? Well, we kind of copped that Dead Kennedy's Echo Tone with the Memory Man. This thing, it really is kind of in a class all its own. Yeah, it does. It does its own thing. It's not super clean. It kind of pushes it's got a boost on it, acts as its own preamp even when it's not on. Like, it's a very primitive version of the Memory Man, but a very important thing in history. It's also a little noisy. It's definitely noisy. Like, here, we'll go ahead, we'll unmute this right now. And so, this is basically, this is our bypass signal. Now, I'm going to turn off the echo. Memory Man is off. Now I'm going to add it back into the signal. It's all right. Turn it back on. Yeah. Woo boy. Well, no, but here, keep the Memory Man off, like that. Yeah. Yep. So keep that off and then out of the signal, and I'm gonna play a little bit, and you're gonna hear that it's gonna push the signal, even though it's bypass. It's just when it's in the loop. Yeah. So. Actually, you can use it as a preamp. Yeah. Yeah. It's got its own little vibe, its own little mojo. Let's I'm gonna run over the amp, turn down the amp reverb a little bit. It's its own thing, and it's kind of, that's the magic of it. It's its own little thing. Well, let's kind of mess around with it and hear a little bit more. I'll let you
cool.
I'll let you do the picking for a while. Okay, that was cool as shit. Take that for your dubstep bass drop. Wow. No echo is able to hold on to a note like a Memory Man. Have the Ram's Head Big Muff, wink wink nudge nudge, on the floor for nothing. this sound. Oh my god.
That sounds ridiculous.
There really is, because I think right now, like, most of you watching probably are only used to hearing the reissue deluxe Memory Mans in the big box with more knobs than just the 3 knob. And that, in certain variations, that does certain things, like the newer reissues have the chorus vibrato thing.
Yeah, this is the earliest version that literally it just says analog delay line.
Yeah, and that's really all it's doing.
Yeah.
Other than having that little preamp in there.
Yeah, the boost. And yeah, it's a weird, like, dirty repeat. It's a little noisy. It's a very unique thing. Like, it's
totally.
It's a primitive version of a Memory Man in all senses of it, but it's really cool for what it does. It kind of just does its own thing.
Yeah.
Definitely to me that's not exactly pedal board friendly, but that's very cool to have in the studio and to mess around with.
Because it's a very specific sound.
Yeah.
Speaking of that preamp, I'm gonna run the dirty channel again, and I just want to hear what this preamp will do to that sound. You were hearing a little bit of that in the intro with that Dead Kennedys licks with the telly. Let's hear it with some humbuckers. Extra vibe.
Yeah.
Not much, but just a little extra for a different kind of flavor, so to speak.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of similar to, like, people would plug into an Echoplex and get a boost in the preamp and that. So it can do a little bit of that just for fun.
With the recent reissue of the Ram's Head Big Muff, I kind of feel like everything that I'm seeing coming out of Electro Harmonix is like it maintains that spirit of this kind of old stuff.
Yeah, I mean, for me, Electro Harmonix, I love everything they've done, like, in the sense of, like, pushing forward in the pedal world, I guess you want to. I mean, think about how many records, like, would not sound like they do without a Big Muff, without a memory. U2.
Yep.
Like, could you imagine the Edge without a Memory Man? Like, it's pretty much impossible.
And I just love that for something like this. To something. They just continue to do it all, and it's all still accessible. I think the Big Muff reissues have been my big thing of like, being such a Muff fiend.
Yeah.
It's like just seeing that they're going to the lengths that they are to try to capture those sounds and make them way more affordable than anybody would have ever thought they would try to make them.
That's a really cool thing. I really appreciate that they've always kept their prices, like, they've always kept them pretty, like, respectable to the musician.
Mm-hmm.
I was blown away by the synth pedals, the mono synth, the guitar and the bass version.
Yeah.
And the street price is, like, I want to say they're like $150, like, if that, which is insane for that, how powerful that pedal is and how good it sounds. To be that price point is amazing because that gives a lot of option for not that much money. To get a pedal that really sounds that good with, like, synth kind of tones generally is double to triple that price.
And double to triple the size sometimes.
Yeah,
too.
and it's the size of, like, basically the 9 series.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. The key 9, there's the organ one, like the B9. They're doing cool stuff. So
yeah. And it's nice to see that they're still going. I got to play the Dirt Road special and the MiG 50 reissues at the Amp show this past weekend.
How was that?
I want them now. This was a hell of a lot of fun. More history that you have brought here into the studio, and it's really cool to see, like, some of these old Electro Harmonix pedals still alive and kicking ass.
They still work.
Yeah, definitely.
And to really get to, like, dig into the old stuff is really fun. So I appreciate you doing these videos. It's
I
fun.
appreciate you coming in and bringing the stuff. It's always fun. And if you guys want to see more of this kind of stuff, let us know. Use the comment section below and make sure you click the subscribe button, ring the bell, turn on the notifications, come back for more, and let us know. And if you want to help support the channel, keep this kind of stuff going, maybe so we can scour the world and buy some more vintage pedals of multiple different types, go ahead, check out the Patreon page. Links are in the description. For Dakota and Dakota's Cool Guitars, and you can find him on Instagram at Dakota's Cool Guitars. I'm Sean Pierce Johnson, wishing you all out there great tone and happy stomping. Cheers, my friends. We'll see you real soon.